Hi, and welcome back to Wicked Ones Tarot. My name's Carmen, and today we have a reading for Gemini. And the pre-shuffle has given us the Temperance card and the Seven of Swords. So for some reason, this Temperance card is giving me the idea that you are staying calm in an argument or a conversation where you know somebody is lying to you. You know something doesn't add up, but you also know that the person you're talking to has to be kind of managed in a way, right? You don't want to get caught up in an argument and a back and forth kind of waste of your time. So I feel like you are dealing with this situation very strategically. All right, let's call in spirit with a little bit of wind chime time. This is the weirdest one ever. I hope you're having a wonderful day so far. We're going to dive right in with the Energy Oracle. See what else we have for you, Gemini. Happy weekend. I hope you have some fun plans. There it is. You know that they're lying. Deceit. Hello, Miss Rihanna. How are you doing? Car baby seems to be taken off, and it works for me because I also love cars. When I was a kid, my brother and my dad and I would play car dealership all the time. Yeah, I wasn't much of a Barbie's girl. So we had this like giant, like, but I don't know, basket of little cars, and we would claim, like 1/3, and then we would see if we could trade them. It was really nerdy, but yeah, anyways, it fits. So we have community. Gemini, there is a situation that is calling for you to, I think, reassess whether or not a particular social community is a negative influence or a drain on your energy. I like it, but other people are starting to call me that too. It's fabulous. I do the same thing. I usually try to go for like a pun of some sort. Yeah, I like it. So a change in scenery is something we're looking for, right? Walking away. Ready to check out a different side of the bar, ready to move to a different part of town, ready to try something new, right? All right, let us grab a few from the Fairy Lenormand, see what else we get for you, Gemini. I do feel like, don't you think these people look a little bit jealous of you? So this community may be a bit toxic because they see you winning. We have the Bear, number 15, and the Boat. Another sign that somebody is taking a departure from the scene, right? Yeah, no, I'm good. I think I'm going to move along and find something else for me. For some reason, I'm getting flashes from the movie Big Fish, and specifically where he starts walking. He gets like stuck in that little town off the beaten path, and they take his shoes. It's like there was some attempt here to keep you in this environment because maybe you were, admired or respected, but there was also something kind of shady. And it took some courage. With the Bear, you found that courage and you decided to take your leave anyways. Find a way out of there even without your shoes. Yet another card for dishonesty. We have somebody who I think has already lied to you and may be planning to lie to you again. It's as if your departure reflects poorly on them. For some of you, this could be a work situation. But I think for the majority of you, this is somebody who felt like their connection to you made them more popular somehow. And if you walk away, it's a bad thing for this person. So I feel like somebody's trying to manipulate you based on what they're hoping to get from this community. This is the Marigold Tarot. What else do we have for Gemini? Eight of Rings or Eight of Pentacles in the reverse, Knight of Wands, and Six of Wands in the reverse. I feel like you're the only real deal in this whole group of people, and you were surrounded by people that were either unwilling to put the work in on themselves or unwilling to do the work that you were actually assigned to do. There's a sense here that people were overly confident that they could keep you around or leverage you for some sort of win in their book. And they had this like hot and cold or unreliable effort. They would take action and then they would not. So something a little bit immature here in terms of work ethic or commitment to the stated goal. This is like giving me vibes of a group project where they all expect you to do all the work because you're the smartest one in the group. Something like that, you know, where people just don't, they're not working together. Four of Swords. Two of Swords in the reverse. Seven of Rings in the reverse. Somebody wanted you to do their work for them. Somebody wanted to get something off of your work. You do the work, I'll take the winnings. We've got, with the Two of Swords in the reverse, somebody being very, I don't know why I want to use the word glib, like they just nonchalantly didn't really look at anything, just like, whatever, do this. And I feel like their response in that situation or how they handled that situation made it very clear that they didn't really consider other people's, you know, well-being in that approach, and that they were really just trying to get something for nothing. What else for Gemini? Five of Rings in the reverse. Nine of Swords. The Empress. So the Empress is somebody who is paid for the work that she does. She can often be a mother or an artist, somebody who is creative, maybe works in marketing or music, something like that. And this person was able to draw in attention or captivate an audience. But it's like an aggravating partnership or a dynamic duo where one person's dynamic and the other one isn't. This Empress was taking all of the tasks that were assigned, you know, doing all of the work, and kept coming back even after maybe having an argument or some choice words over the lack of equality or equity, feeling like they were being taken advantage of. I feel like they did speak their mind and say, you know, you're going to lose me if you don't put in your own effort. Well, with the Hermit in the reverse, we know somebody did not heed those words. And with the Tower in the reverse, we know that if this hasn't ended, if this arrangement or relationship hasn't ended, it's about to. The Tower in the reverse is, if you don't end something or correct something, you will lose it. You may think you can, you know, kick that can down the street, not have to deal with that problem, but it is going to be there waiting for you whenever you come back around, right? Page of Rings in the reverse. This is indicative of somebody not wanting to get back on the ride. I know what awaits me if I partner with these people, work for these people, or hang out with these people is, and I don't really want to deal with more of that. The Empress is acknowledging her true value here and realizing that the people she's surrounded herself with aren't really up on that same level. We're going to go with the Golden Art Nouveau. Can't get much clearer than that. So now we have an attempt to prevent a new beginning for the Empress. It's like, oh, I'm going to make you sign this non-compete so you can't be successful unless I get to mooch off of you. Or, oh, I'm going to, stain your reputation so no one else wants to date you after you rejected me. There's a campaign to make this Empress look bad. Yeah. Knights are all about action, and we've got the Knight of Cups here indicating somebody is gallivanting around talking about their feelings about, with the Four of Wands in the reverse, somebody they don't want to keep moving forward, somebody they don't want to level up. This is like somebody who wanted to help you with your dreams or goals, and then when they realize you don't want to be with them, they try to spoil them or ruin it for you so that you can't find success on your own, or make it so that no one wants to date you, right? Two of Swords in the reverse. Underneath are Two of Swords in the reverse from the Marigold Tarot, and Temperance in the reverse. Remember, we started off with Temperance in the upright. Somebody is trying to lie about you in order to make things more difficult for you to manage on your own. So this could very much so be something that is impacting your finances. Ten of Pentacles in the reverse. They are trying to make it difficult for you to make good money. They may even find a way to charge you money, sue you for money, use the law in a sneaky way to make you responsible for something. But with the Seven of Cups here, I do feel like this is an illusion. They're trying to make you feel like you can't achieve something on your own, even though you and they know that you're capable of doing so. And with the Six of Swords here, I know that there's already movement and more movement coming in terms of you getting to a more peaceful or serene situation, a place where people like actually admire and respect your intelligence or your experience in this situation. With the King of Swords, I feel like you had to have more of a head over heart decision here after dealing with somebody that was a little bit selfish or difficult. The Lovers and King of Wands in the reverse. You had to choose to go a different path, and the King of Wands in the reverse is a bit of a bully. This person is a little bit disappointed that they couldn't get you to continue to choose the wrong thing or choose them. Hi there, Tom. How are you doing? Car baby. Oh, you guys are fun. I told you it was catching on. All right, we have the Hierophant and the Hanged Man. There was an assumption made by the person who's being deceitful that they could convince people to not like you, and they didn't realize how powerful your energy is. There is something very challenging about trying to convince people that this person is bad when all of these people have had good experiences with that person, or all of these people respect that person. So I feel like somebody underestimated how difficult it would be to actually have an influence on how people view you. So they're feeling a little bit stuck in terms of how to actually have a negative influence or impact on the course of your life, whether it's love or career. We have Five of Wands and the Page of Wands. Remember I said you were, with the pre-shuffle, not engaging or being a little bit more reserved in terms of I don't really want to argue with you. I'm not going to let you drag me into an argument. There's something here about people noticing that you aren't engaging, perhaps on social media, with the little temptations to get into an argument. You're not, posting bullshit, subtweeting or any of that. You're just doing your own thing, minding your own business. And the other person is saying to themselves, it's not over. I'm still going to ruin your day. I'm going to find a way to make you pay. Had to rhyme if I could, Eight of Cups in the reverse. This person is trying to get the Temperance individual, could be a Sagittarius, to return. That would likely be you. There's some kind of either a trick, or they're trying to leverage your popularity or your reputation to lure in somebody else that they could potentially manipulate or earn money off of. Get a good reputation because they're associated with them, right? With the Wheel of Fortune, we know there is somebody here who has a blessed or lucky life, somebody who is maybe already in the limelight. There's that Empress again underneath the Hierophant. So we know it's the Empress who is blessed and protected and has a following, a fan club, if you will. Queen of Wands in the reverse. This is the jealous party. Whoever is trying to cause problems for the Empress is doing so because they feel like everything happens for the Empress. The Empress isn't doing the work. They're just lucky. So we got a petty Betty. We got somebody who's a little bit entitled. We have the Fool and the Upright. Whatever new beginning this person was trying to prohibit from happening is going to happen anyways. Remember that Tower came out in the reverse. You cannot stop the destiny or fate of another person. That's really just up to them. And it feels to me like this Empress knows exactly what they're doing and that they don't need to get tangled up in this drama in order to achieve what they're working on. It's almost like this Empress views this person who's trying to, impact their reputation as a fly that's buzzing around. Like, yeah, you're annoying, but I'm not like afraid of you. Were you thinking I was afraid of you? Like, no, I'm still going to have my new beginning, and you might even have to watch because it's going to be a great show. So this Empress is still moving forward, and their competition or whoever's trying to criticize them is still jealous. Now, it could be in particular that this person is jealous because people talk about this Empress in such a high way, like respectful admiration. Like, did you hear what this person achieved or what they did? It's kind of a big deal. And it's like every time this jealous person has to hear people talk about the Empress, they get more upset or more vindictive. Emperor in the reverse, Two of Pentacles in the reverse. They're basically coming to the realization that they can't force people to like them and that the Empress already has everybody on their side anyways. You can't fake that energy, right, of leader. And this is somebody who wanted to be a leader but didn't have what it takes, that je ne sais quoi, And with the Two of Pentacles in the reverse, I feel like we've got people who are trying to figure out how to handle the situation because there is inauthenticity, awkwardness, and like somebody kind of trying to force it. And the social community at hand is not really a fan, right? You can't. It's like when somebody gives themselves their own nickname, since we were talking about nicknames. Hi, Erica. You can check the description box. I have a structured order that I do them in. And I'm sorry to say we just did Capricorn, so there's a little bit of a weight on that. However, you can get a personal reading if you don't really have the patience for that. All right, so we have the High Priestess clarifying the Wheel of Fortune. This is somebody who is perceptive. That's you. And Queen of Cups in the reverse. We were talking about this a little bit in the last reading. Earlier today, I did a High Priestess reading, and one of the elements of the High Priestess is you have to use that sound judgment with regards to how you interact with other people. And sometimes that means the High Priestess rises above, doesn't really seek out connections with people who don't have that same level of respect, right? So I think some people have been trying to claim that this empress or high priestess is withdrawn or, difficult, not super friendly, when really what she's done is walk away from friendships or relationships that were not equal give and take or respectful. And I do also feel that Queen of Cups in the reverse is someone expecting the Empress's compassion or loving nature to be weakness instead of strength. But it actually gives the Empress the ability to keep in the forefront of her mind her own value or self-worth and the ability to end things or transform as needed. All right, let's get a few cards from... We're going to get a few from the Spiritual AF cards because they're fun and it feels like there might be a petty Betty that needs a little bit of a wake-up call. Courage is knowing it might hurt and doing it anyway. Stupidity is the same. That's why life is hard. Holy shit! You are enough. I love these cards. All right, one more. Maybe you just need to shake your booty. Looks like somebody needs to let their hair down, do something social. We might have a case of the hermits where somebody is a little bit too withdrawn from people. All right, we're going to use the Everyday Tarot to get a little more info for you, Gemini. What else do we have? Oh, I forgot to call out the Lover's card is all you, Gemini. So I love to see your energy coming out in the upright in your reading. It really means that you've been doing what you can to improve your life however possible. We've got the Six of Pentacles. In particular, I feel like you are looking to make sure that you are not giving your energy to those that undervalue it or don't return the favor, right? King of Cups. We have a divine counterpart, perhaps. So we could have somebody trying to keep two people apart in an effort to not let you get into a relationship. So we could have a little bit of jealousy here in terms of your perceived popularity with love interests. Maybe somebody feels like you get everybody's attention and they don't get anybody falling in love with them. So they kind of want to make you look a little bit, less desirable. The Lover's card again. Nope, I'm so sorry, you guys. It's the Devil. It looks so similar in this deck. The Devil. I think that just happened because we have somebody that your jealous person is trying to confuse, whether they themselves want to be with you or they would actually like to be with this King of Swords. This whole campaign could be specifically about trying to get somebody or something to choose them over you and making you look, unhireable, undesirable, not worthy. And I don't think they're doing so great, you guys. I think they've kind of lost this battle. Remember, we had the Six of Wands in the reverse. They can't lie about the fact that even without their money or even without other people funding your situation, you still find a way to make things work. Again, I get the sense people view you as very lucky or resourceful. We have justice. This could be karmic justice, that somebody has to see you doing well or being sought after by other interested parties. This could be somebody whose karmic justice it is to see you be happy and treated well by someone on your level. Tower in the reverse. So they know what they lost, or so they know that they lost out by focusing so much on your life instead of working on their own. Alrighty. Let's go with a few more from the Tarot Familiars. What else do we have for Gemini? Three of Cups. Right underneath the community card that has 3 people. So I do feel like we have a little bit of a triangle here in terms of 2 people being interested in one person. It could be more than 2 people. 4 of Swords. And whoever you are, I do feel like you've been prioritizing healing from a difficult situation or a disappointment, pertaining to somebody not being willing to actually deliver on their promises or be that reliable person. King of Swords in the reverse. This kind of lends itself nicely to that idea that we have, I think, 2 sides of the same coin here, vying for the love of this Empress. So we could have somebody that is quite adept at being honest, more of a blunt person, really does live authentically, but maybe struggles to deal with a lot of other people. And then we have a King of Swords in the reverse who's a manipulator, somebody who lies, somebody who doesn't necessarily see the value in being authentic and honest, right? Death and King of Cups in the reverse. There is somebody trying to emotionally bully this Empress, but there is going to be an end to this situation. Either they're called out by their community, or there's something more serious that happens to put an end to their efforts to sabotage you. They might get, named and shamed on social media. We have the Knight of Pentacles. This is about a reliable, stable offer, something pertaining to the Empress's efforts or skills. And with the King of Pentacles in the reverse, with nobody really loyal to depend on, I feel like the Empress is working on this alone, either sole, responsibility on a project, or they actually opened their own business. For some of you, this is more so talking about socially being a bit of a hermit because you don't really know who you can trust. And then we have the Three of Wands in the reverse, something unexpected. Two of Wands in the reverse. Something that wasn't very well planned out, perhaps a spur of the moment conversation or comment with somebody feeling like they need to explain what happened. Somebody who wants to give the background information. And it has to do with the relationship. All right, a couple from the Zodiac fortune telling cards, and then we'll call it a day. You will receive a check or paper money soon. Be very careful of a blonde you know. Don't discourage quickly. They won't be able to cause the damage they think they can. Forgive someone now and don't trust again. So it could be that this person is the blonde, right? If somebody has demonstrated that they really wanted to make things difficult or unsuccessful for you, it's just fine to forgive them, but I don't necessarily believe that warrants bringing somebody back into the fold, right? You really have to use your discernment and intuition, but it feels to me like somebody is very committed to making your life difficult and feels like maybe they can get back in and get more information so that they can figure out how to do so. Don't trust too many people. You still have soul tribe family members out there. You still have good friends or love interests, but someone here needs to be put outside the circle. They are not trustworthy. All right, you guys. We'll leave it there. I hope you enjoyed the reading. Thank you so much for liking and subscribing, and I'll see you on the next reading. Bye, guys.